Good morning, family. Arise and shine. My name is Cortney, and I will be bringing the word to you this morning. I pray that it stirs up something inside of you, it encourages you, it has you asking some questions, as it did for me. I am going to be reading from Mark 10, and it's the story of blind Bartimaeus. I am going to start at verse 49. So it's Mark 10, starting at verse 49. Jesus stopped and said, "Call him." So they called to the blind man, "Cheer up, on your feet. He's calling you." Throwing his cloak aside, he jumped to his feet and came to Jesus. "What do you want me to do for you?" Jesus asked him. And I had to stop there and just kind of thinking to myself, Jesus knew. Jesus already knows what he wants. He knows what he needs. But still, he asked him, "What do you want me to do for you?" So with reading this and thinking about myself and being in that position, if Jesus were to come to me and say, "What do you want me to do for you?" What would I say? Do I know what I would say? Do I know what I want? And so this morning, I just want to take some time and talk about, what do you want? And the same time I'm reading this verse, I'm actually reading a book called The Circle Maker by Mark Batterson, which is a great book. But in the book, he talks about knowing what we want, knowing what we're asking. And he talks about, he asks the questions of, what promise are you praying around? What dream does your life revolve around? What miracle are you marching around? So he is asking if we even know. Do we know what we want? And I think that's the major thing with me with this was reading The Circle Maker and then reading this verse. I think instead of drawing circles, as Mark Batterson says, when it comes to Jesus asking, what do we want? Instead of drawing circles, we draw blanks. And I believe that God wants us to know what we want. And so this question has just been stirring in my spirit for days now of, what do I want? And so I did have to take some time and write down what I want. What promises am I praying around? What dream does my life revolve around? And what miracle am I marching around? Do we even know? I feel like right now, God just wants one-on-one time with us. He has completely removed all distractions. So we have time to just focus one-on-one with him, asking hard questions, answering hard questions. I've had to do that a lot lately in the past couple of weeks. And I've had some ouch moments. And that's okay, because I know that he's just refining inside what needs to be refined. He's tearing down walls that I have built up. He is just opening everything wide up in me for me to just receive his love. And I feel like, what do you want is the biggest question. And if he were to come to me, do I have an answer? So I'm just praying that maybe we just take some time today to just set aside everything else and just sit one-on-one and really ponder that question of, what do you want? And write down some things. I'm a huge advocate on writing things down, going back. The best part is when you write them down and he gives you the revelation, he gives you the answer, he speaks so clearly to you, you can write them down because he's going to speak to you, he's going to reveal to you. If you are seeking him, he is going to come near to you. I believe that. And I just pray that we just take some time to just, what do we want? What do we want? And if he came to us right now and asked us, would we have an answer? And I pray that it's encouraging to you that, first of all, we have a Father who cares, and also challenging to really sit and think about what our answers would be, as it has been challenging for me also. So I just leave you with that question this morning of, what do you want?